Okay, today we are reviewing subtracting decimals. So I've went ahead and set it up here. If they're presented with a problem of 900ths, 500ths, I want them to write it in standard form, which is right here. Minus 300ths, here is written in standard form. So students have already practiced writing numbers from unit form to standard form, and they should be familiar with that already. If not, they can go to previous lessons to review. So for this, we're using the place value chart to solve it. Excuse the announcement.
Last call, students riding buses 312, 49, and 610.
Okay, sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead and place this first one. There are 9 in the hundreds place. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there are 5 in the hundredths place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have to put anything in between because they are all zeros. So what we're taking away is 300ths. So we're going to look in the hundredths column. And since we're subtracting 300ths, we're going to go ahead and slash out 1, 2, 300ths. We are now left with 2 in the hundredths place. We have 0 in the tenths, 0 in the ones, 0 in the tens, and we have 9 in the hundreds place. So according to our place value chart, our answer is 902 hundredths. We can check our work using the standard algorithm. 5 minus 3 is 2, 0 minus 0, 900 minus 0, and the decimal is brought straight down. So our answers match, so we're good to go. I'm going to give another example where it gets a little bit more complicated and you're going to have to demonstrate borrowing, or as we now term it, decomposing or regrouping. So our first number is 4 and 83 thousandths.
Please release students to write tutor time.
There is 4 in the ones place, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 in the hundredths place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there are 3 in the thousandths place, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to kind of stop right there. Before we do any slashing out, we need to really look here at our standard algorithm. Let's see if we have enough. That's a question that we always want to ask in subtraction. So if we're doing 3 minus 0, yes, we have enough. If we're doing 8 hundredths minus 9 hundredths, we do not have enough hundredths. So naturally, if you don't have enough in the hundredths column, you're going to go one up and look in the tenths column. A lot of students said, oh, well, you don't have enough tenths. We actually do. Most students thought we had 0 tenths, but in actuality, we have 40 tenths. So we are going to borrow or rename one of those tenths. So this now becomes a 39 tenths. And since one of those tenths is now coming into the hundredths column, 10 hundredths is 1 tenth, so we borrowed 1 tenth, which means we got 10 hundredths plus our 8 gives us 18 hundredths. So since we had to do some regrouping here, we're definitely going to have to do some regrouping here. Our first issue when we went from right to left, we noticed we didn't have enough hundredths. So let's look at our hundredths column here in our place value chart. We have 8, but we need to slash out 9, which we can't do. So we're going to look here in our tenths column. Since we don't have any here, we know that our 40 tenths are actually located in our ones column. So we're going to go ahead and take one of these and move it over here. When we do that, we end up with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because there are 10 tenths in one whole. Now we can go back over here and look. We don't have enough. We needed to borrow one. Now we actually have stuff to borrow. So we're going to go ahead and borrow. We're going to bring this over here and start adding it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've done all the moving around, regrouping and borrowing that we need. And now we can do our slashing out. I'm going to get a nice slashy color. Let's see. All right, so we have 3 and we don't need to slash out any, so our thousandths has 3. Perfect. Hundredths, we needed to slash out 9. Now we certainly have enough, so we'll go ahead and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've slashed out 9. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. Over here in the tenths, we had to slash out 2 because it was -2. So we'll go ahead and slash those out. And we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in our ones, we were supposed to subtract 1, so we're going to go ahead and slash out 1, which leaves us with 2. So using our place value, we have 2 and 793 thousandths. We're going to check it using the standard algorithm. 3 minus 0 is 3. 18 minus 9 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. 3 minus 1 is 2. So our answers match and we're good to go. I know a lot of you are probably thinking right now, oh my God, what is going on with this? Why do we need to do this?
Please release students to ride bus 272, bus 133, and bus 131.
Okay, sorry about that. And I understand what you're saying. It's definitely a good question to be asking right now since this one is just so much more time efficient. The problem is that a lot of students, sorry, I'm switching kiddos here that are now holding the camera. A lot of students memorize how to do this, but they don't understand why. They don't understand why we had to take one from the previous place value. So this kind of gives them a visual. A lot of students struggled with, okay, there's 0 here, so why am I not crossing that out and making it a 10? Why am I making it a 9? All of this visuals here is in hopes to help students not just memorize, but truly understand why this goes on. So if you have any questions regarding it, please don't hesitate to email me or call me. But the students are doing well. We're having a lot of practice, and hopefully this video will help you as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.